Well, unfortunately, nothing new was released this week in GTA Online, but there's still some very good ways to make money. The Dre Heist is actually paying double, and you can get $2 million for it in a little over an hour. So it's not all that bad, but still, it's unfortunate. We have to wait yet another week for more of the unreleased content in GTA Online. Now, as far as the event week we have this week, like I said, the contract, it's basically all the stuff with the agency. That is going to be a bonus. And if you don't even own an agency, you can pick one up for 40% off this week. Definitely pick one up. It's probably one of the best properties in the game. But the first bonus, 2 times money on the security contracts. These, some of them are good, some of them are bad. I'll put a video at the top right. You can check when these came out, and I went into a lot more detail if you want to do them. But they are paying out double. You can make some decent money grinding them. And if you wanted to add to that grind, you can also add these payphone hits. These are super easy to do. They are paying 1.5 times this week, which is about 130K. Just hit up Franklin on the phone. He'll give you one of these payphone hits, and you get 130K in like 5 minutes. So again, if you do one of these payphone hits, and then once it's done, you're waiting for the cooldown, do one of these security contracts. It's a pretty decent way to make some money that is relatively easy. Some of the other stuff, 2 times money on the data leaks. This is the Dre Heist-esque mission. You're basically looking for his lost songs. Now, the unfortunate part about these missions, there's actually a couple of things. Number one, you can do them with another person. However, that other person doesn't actually get the $2 million total dollars. It doesn't really say it here, but the last mission, once you've done all these missions, the last mission normally pays out $1 million, but with the 2 times rewards, it'll be paying $2 million this week. But that is only actually for the host. It's not for other people. Other people, if someone's helping you, they only get paid like 100K. So it's a little unfortunate. You're probably going to be doing this solo, but the missions themselves are relatively easy to do. It takes maybe about 60 to 70 minutes. The only downside, or the other downside, is there's no cutscenes that you can skip. So you're just going to have to watch the pretty long cutscenes in a couple of spots. Maybe pick up your phone, do something on it while those cutscenes are playing. But 2 times money means $2 million on the Dre missions. And again, it's only, you have to complete them all, so you get that $2 million at the very end. I know I've seen a couple of people, they only did like the first couple of missions, only got paid like 20K. They're like, wait, it's not $2 million. You have to do them all. But that is a very great way to make money. So do that. Do the payphone hits, security contracts. You're making a lot of money this week. You get this West Coast Classic t-shirt by just logging in. Okay, you can listen to the music. Wonderful. Into the Wild, another adversary mode, 2 times money, as well as on the community series, the races. On the dealerships, we have some interesting vehicles, some pretty good ones, actually. On the luxury, we have the iMorgan and the Locust. Maybe that's a unique livery. Not the best vehicles. The Omnis EGT is on the podium. And then as far as discounts, we got some decent stuff. Nothing crazy. Again, agency and all its stuff is 40% off. You have some discounts at the gun van. And then for the vehicles, the mil spec, this one's actually a pretty solid off-road vehicle. It's not the biggest discount, but that is good. Jester Classic's a fun one. The Vapidelli is a great one to customize. And it looks like that's actually going to be it. And as far as a guide on the Dre Heist, so here is, I'll leave a link to this in the description. This is a pretty awesome guide that gives you some tips and tricks on some of the missions. So if we scroll down, obviously there's part 0 if you haven't done it. This just gives you the mission. But there's a couple of interesting little tips that will speed this along. So like in this, the High Society leak, the game will tell you to find a limo. It will tell you to then follow the limo, but you don't actually need to do that. You don't need to waste your time following the limo. You can literally just shoot the driver and then loot the wallet on him like you're seeing in this clip. There's some little things like that throughout a bunch of these missions that you can do to speed it along. And again, this guide will go over most of what you need. You can see for the South Central leak, you can just shoot the enemies, then call Lester to get rid of the wanted level instead of probably just flying array and waiting for it. So that'll speed it along. Also, some various vehicles, if you own like the Toreador or the Armored Kuruma, will come in handy for a couple of these missions. So again, definitely maybe click on the link in the description to check out this little guide if you are new to the contract. But again, you can make about $2 million in about an hour, which is pretty damn good. And the best part is you can do this over and over again for this entire week. So if you can deal with the annoying cutscenes, if you can deal with some of the other annoyances, $2 million in a little over an hour, that is pretty good. And especially if you're maybe doing the Cayo Perico stuff and you're waiting for the cooldown on it, this is another great way to make money during that time. So that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Please drop it a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more GTA content. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one.